guys come here by golf cart or by car?
Car.
I don't want to miss my coiffure.
Right. But they need better restaurants.
Yeah.
The pizza's not bad.
Yeah, the
Ew.
pizza there is.
It's not bad. It's not Chicago deep
I don't
dish.
like
We don't do. I don't do deep dish.
No, I do, but
The
I just-
Detroit style, because I love Icy King. We love Icy King.
We both do.
I don't
Have
know
you done-
that.
That's in Leesburg. They do deep dish, a Detroit style, which is a deeper dish, and it's like got the crispy cheese crust.
It's crunchy. It's really good.
No,
It's
never.
I've never heard of it. No.
What? What rock are you under?
What best kept secret is? So
And I whispered in there.
I've said that before.
Have you?
Yeah. Say it.
Chula
Say,
Vista
listen to
Pool.
me. Say it. Say it.
Chula Vista Pool. We
Because
just
this is a
talked
real
about it,
pool.
yeah.
She's a real pooligan. For people who don't know.
Hooligan.
And explain what a pooligan is for those who.
It's a group of us that get together and go to the pools at night that are open.
Hooligan. That's a
And I'm
secret
probably gonna
too.
get in trouble now for saying that because it's a
Uh-huh.
private group.
But they can't. You
Brian, I'm sorry. She beat me up. She made me say it.
You just don't need to let anybody else in, but it's a secret. And
But we
it's
said
just a private group.
in the last
It's a
Villages
private
Buzz,
group.
I said,
Hi everybody.
hey.
Hello.
It's
Take two.
it's Christine and Tina with Ladies of Lanai, and my name is Christine.
I'm Tina.
Yeah, and we have some special guests with us today. Want to introduce yourselves?
Gina.
Sandy.
I said I'm Tina.
Anyway, before we get started with a special edition of Ask a Villager, multi-generational questions, we just want to remind you to please make sure you're subscribing to our channel. And if you don't know how, put it in the comments. We'll sort of put in how to subscribe and like. And if you see anything here that you find interesting or you'd like to share with others, please feel free to just share the video with others. So let's get to it.
Okay, and so again, this is, we said multi-generational. Gina and Sandy are mother, daughter, in case you're
Sisters.
sisters. And they moved here together to the Villages and what that's like. So that's kind of how we're going to do this. So if you don't mind saying your ages and your relationship
all.
status.
I am 59 and almost 60.
And I'm 81 and almost 82.
Okay. And you're widowed?
Yes, I'm a widow.
And divorced.
Divorced. And what village do you live at? So kind of your journey to the Villages. What village do you live in? How long have you been here? Where did you come from? And how did you end up in the village? Like, where did you first hear about it?
Okay, well, we're in Lake Denham. It'll be 2 years in September. And you can say our journey
Our journey.
to get here.
Well,
Well, how did you hear about the Villages?
I knew about the Villages because my sister's in-laws have two places down here since the 90s. And I did come one time with them on vacation. I enjoyed it, but we never came back again. And then 3 years ago, I think it was 3 years ago, we came on vacation for a month, my daughter and I. And then the next year we came for a month again, and that's what really set her off, that she wanted to move down here. So that's how we started, our little journey towards here.
And you're from Chicago.
Chicago, yes.
And you guys live together in Chicago?
I actually was living in Colorado, which is where I raised my daughters. And in 2019, made the decision, Mom said, I need you. And moved back to Chicago to help her with my dad and my brother. And so, it worked. I mean, there was no adjustment.
No.
We just blended right back in and, and moved back home. I know a lot of people are like, how could you move back
I
home?
think that, you know what, I think that's really good because I think if I moved in with my mother, if one of your daughters moved in with you, there would be some sort of adjustment, don't you think?
I think so. I think it depends on which daughter we're talking about. I think it would be easier for me with some of them, and it might be different. I think that's what some multi-generational, families might be thinking about that. What might it be like for me if I was to move back with Mom, or if I was to have my son or my daughter back with me? And for you guys, it was seamless.
It was easy.
Yeah.
Are there any special house rules or
No, none at all. I mean,
anything goes?
and pretty much.
Oh.
So you both have the same amount of neatness, quotient,
I mean,
right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we pick up after each other, and
'cause that
it's
could be
not
a-
an issue.
That could be a sticking point, or sort of noise level.
The TV,
The TV, that's one thing.
yeah, but
Okay.
it's just, I just, like today, I told her this morning, I'm like, I went to bed early last night, but I kept hearing, it's like she has the TV blaring, because she's a little hard of hearing,
Yeah.
and then she's also watching reels on her phone.
At the same time?
At the same time. So I know I heard multiple, it's like she had a party. I heard multiple voices and conversations going on, but at some point I fell.
Okay. So why did you decide to move to Lake Denham? What was it? What did you look in the north in the older sections at a pre-owned home, or
We did,
what
because
made you choose?
we wanted to be closer to my aunt's in-laws, because that's where we visited and that's where they were. And the houses needed to be gutted, and I did not want, I personally didn't want to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
And I thought at 80, she should come down here and enjoy herself and not have to live in a construction zone. So after we looked at a couple of older homes, I was like, I'm done.
Do you think you'll move from this home?
No.
What model is it?
The Sandhill Crane.
Yeah, sand.
And you like that setup?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the setup is perfect. It's just small. We're used to larger homes, but
You don't think you could talk her into moving to a bigger
no,
house?
I've tried. She refuses.
The only way we're moving again is if I could get rid of another dumpster full of stuff.
Oh.
Because I've done that to her twice already where we got rid of, so if I can get rid of more stuff, then we can move. Otherwise,
Does
forget
she
it.
have stuff that should go in the dumpster?
Yes,
I've gotten rid of a lot though.
but not enough.
Oh, like what?
Sure, her stuff is all important.
Isn't that always the case?
So the Sandhill Crane, the Sandhill is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and it's about how many square feet?
It's just under 1,500 square feet, which is really small.
So that's a smaller designer model.
Correct, correct.
And you're finding that it's enough for you, 2 of you, with 2 different, because you don't,
I
you
was
have
gonna
2
say,
different
are
bedrooms.
you
Yeah.
on each side?
You're in
Right.
2 different bedrooms, you both have your own full baths, but you still sort of, wouldn't be terrible if you had a little bit bigger.
I like it just, I mean, even for company, like when in the family room, there's no room.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have Bunko by my house Wednesday night. This is going to be interesting to put 3 tables. Well, we use my dining room table and 2 other card tables. I don't know where we're going to
Yeah.
put my house. There's just no room for it.
We'll figure it
We'll
out, I'll
figure
help
it
you. Yeah,
Maybe
but-
that'll convince Gina to move.
That might work. Thank you.
So what activities do you guys enjoy doing? So each of you, and are there activities you do together as mother-daughter?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah. Not as many as she would like. She's sort of been invited as an honorary member of the 50-ish group. Because I saw them yesterday and I was telling them that she wants to participate. Oh, sure, bring her along. So we'll see, you know.
they had like a fun event, wasn't it? Like with moms.
Yeah,
Was
that
there
was
an event
fun.
where they
Yes,
did where you
we
could
did
bring
that.
your- Was it a lunch or was it an activity? Or
It was
Just basically a get together.
yeah, just a get together.
With desserts, maybe.
I think it was cakes because we had like a cake walk
Yeah.
type thing, and then we had desserts.
Yum.
And, yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
Yes, it was fun.
Did you? And you met the other mothers?
Yeah, not that I see them anymore, but I did meet them.
A
But
lot
they
of them
don't
were
live
just
here.
visiting,
Yeah,
yeah.
a lot of them
Oh, they
don't
were
live
like-
here.
Oh, they're just
Yeah.
visiting that.
But that was fun. Yeah, they
Yeah.
played games and stuff.
Well, like yesterday, I did a Recathon where we hit a couple.
Explain to people what a Recathon
Well,
is.
Tina is our, not this Tina, a different Tina.
There's like 5 Tinas in
I
our
know.
group.
I know. She picks a couple of different rec centers, and then we go to lunch, and then we try to end up at a pool. So we play shuffleboard and pickleball and bocce ball. I don't play pickleball.
Is it like the Olympics?
No, it's
okay.
not. Just
Okay.
no, it's just to check out different rec centers and socialize.
What's your favorite so far?
Well, I'll do not pickleball. I'll do shuffleboard and bocce ball. That's
But of the
about
rec
it.
centers you've been to, most of those are up north, or do they come down?
No,
south?
we've
She
been
goes
doing all kinds of them. If you think I can remember where I've been, we started out at Colony yesterday, I believe. But we didn't get a big group. It was hot. We did some shuffleboard, but once we made it to Havana for lunch, then we had a big group. And then we decided we would hit a couple of different pools and ended up at Chula Vista pool.
wow.
We had a big group there. So it ended up a little bit of shuffleboard and a lot of swimming. and a lot of hanging out at the pool.
Oh, was
Do
it
you
hot
wanna,
though?
I was gonna say, do you want to expand the secret of Chula Vista? I've said it before, so it's not a secret.
I know.
secret.
Well, there's actually 3 pools that are open till 11 o'clock. We've got Southside, Chula, and Paradise.
Okay.
And they're all open till 11 o'clock. So
Because all the pools in the villages close at dusk.
Dusk, yes.
But you belong to a special group
Oh, yes.
that's called the Pooligans.
The Pooligans, yes. Yes. Brian started that.
Yes.
And we'll go out, go to whatever you're doing. Then at 9 o'clock, people will meet up at one of the late night pools and hang out.
I think I've said the funniest thing ever is somebody posted a picture of like a whole bunch of them in the pool. And then there was one comment that said, "This looks like a scene from the movie Cocoon."
Oh, that runs through my mind all the time.
Oh, that's
It was-
funny.
so every time I see it, I always think of
We're
that.
not that old.
I know, but it was, someone was being a wise butt.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it was
someone-
funny.
Yeah.
But it was funny. But so what are some of the activities that you like
Well,
to do?
mainly bunco and going to the pool and
Bingo.
bingo. I started going to bingo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not into arts and crafts. I would like to go to the rec centers for the games though, but I don't want to go by myself. I'd like to go with a neighbor or a friend. So I've been hesitant to do that.
But you joined a couple of new groups.
Yeah, I joined the Widows of the Villages, and then an offshoot of that is Widows on the Move, and they do a lot
Outside of the bubble?
of stuff. I haven't done any of that. I've gone to their main meetings for Widows of the Villages, which is fun. They have, I don't know how many hundred people at the one of
So
the rec
that's
centers.
men and women?
No,
Oh, it's
widows.
all,
Just
widow.
widows
Sorry,
of the
not widower.
villages.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
No,
And
men.
have you found that really helpful?
Well, it's fine. I haven't, like I said, I haven't done too much with them. And the ones, there were a couple of widows right in my area that I knew already, so we went together, which was nice, And we do sort of do things together. The other Sandy, a friend of mine, we do things together. We've gone to a couple of concerts together and bingo together.
And you said the widows range in age. They're
Oh,
not
yeah.
all ladies in their 80s, are they?
No. I mean, there's young widows in the group. I don't know where, the youngest, but it's all the way up and down.
And then we started the Illinois Ladies. We ended up creating just a Facebook group with a couple other women, but we haven't been really active in that one yet. We need to, I think it's summer. Everybody's traveling and about, but we need to do a few, events in that, and I think she would like that.
Well, I do the besties too.
Yep.
What do they do? What's their...
Whatever they want. They meet for lunch or for a breakfast. We've gone out for breakfast. We've gone to, I can't remember the name of the place where, it's wine and that we've gone there a couple of times, and went to Miss Kathy's for breakfast.
Yeah.
You do that with Jen.
Yeah, Jen Holmes, she runs that, and that's fun.
What are some activities that you would like to see? And it doesn't matter what group, but is there something you wish somebody would organize, like an activity for this thing or that thing?
I'm not into sports, so I don't. I wouldn't.
I
mind
was
seeing-
gonna say, is it maybe like something where they say, teach your daughter how to cook my best meal?
Oh well, no,
Neither one of us cook anymore, so yeah.
there is no best meal.
Well, we were talking before that
Couple
you
of
like her
specialties.
meatballs and
I
I was gonna
love
say
Mom's.
sauce. I can't say sauce.
No,
right?
it's
No,
gravy.
gravy.
I do like her
Sauce.
meatballs. No, it's gravy.
I'm
She doesn't
outnumbered,
cook
but it's still
anymore,
sauce.
so yeah. I
And
need to-
Italian, Chicago Italian,
Yeah,
Italian.
I mean, we have a couple of things we make, but we prefer to go out.
But wasn't there a dish or two that you said she makes you wish she would make, but she doesn't want to make? And you,
Well, she makes the sausage and peppers and eggs a
No,
lot.
peppers and potatoes.
Potatoes,
Yeah,
sausage.
not eggs. Okay.
Eggs also.
Yeah. Well, the peppers and eggs is good.
is
too.
that the best thing that she makes?
No, she makes some good chicken dinners.
Oh,
Yeah, she
yeah.
does. She takes a recipe and does it. I don't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
So,
I get it.
and if she ever feels,
I'm too busy. I don't have time to
once
cook.
in a while, she feels like cooking a home cooked meal, and she'll do it.
And so, do you go out to dinner a lot?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Probably too much.
Do you have
but-
any favorites or?
restaurants? I love Cody's salad. I know that's weird, but I love Cody's
is
salad.
good.
Yeah.
And Cody's, when you order whatever you order, they automatically bring you this bowl of tossed salad.
Right. But I'll usually order that big tossed salad.
You said that's just for me.
This is mine. You get your own.
We go to Primo quite a bit.
Yeah, we like Prima.
And as Italians, any favorite Italian spots here?
No.
Because don't tell me you don't go to any Italian restaurant.
We do go to Italian restaurants, but when coming from Chicago, it's not good.
We're very picky.
Very picky.
If you had to pick one or two.
No. My thing, don't go to Rodello's. We did not like Rodello's.
That's out of the villages.
It's
That's
south on 27. We went there with the group. We were just talking about this yesterday.
It's big, right? It's kind of like
Yeah.
freestanding.
It's
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
And we went there last year for her birthday, a bunch of the neighbors, and nobody was saying everything. And then one person said, "Oh, I'm, not really liking this too much." You might have even been you.
Me, I did not like it.
And one by one, everybody said, "No, I didn't like it either."
What about Gio's?
Yeah.
You been there?
We like Gio's.
Okay.
I like Gio's.
It's New
That's
York
good.
Italian.
Is
I'm
it?
kidding.
No.
But it is.
Is it?
Yeah, it's good. And then we like Brooklyn.
We like Brooklyn
Brooklyn
pizza.
pizza?
Yeah.
And their food.
Yeah.
We got their
What
food
about
the
the?
other
Oh,
night.
you're not a bagel. Is Chicago bagels?
No, that's
Okay,
New
never
York.
You don't count then.
Yeah,
I want to
don't
ask you if you like the Brooklyn bagel, Brooklyn water. Is it Brooklyn water bagel?
Yeah, but it's Brooklyn Bagel Company, and then their side tagline is "It's all about the water."
No, I can get a bagel at Publix and be happy.
So, what about Bravo's for Italian food? Have you been there? 'Cause
Where's that?
We went
Sumter.
there, Sumter, for the pizza taste test, and we were looking at some of the dishes, like the pasta dishes,
They looked
and we thought they
really
looked really good,
We'll have to try
but
it.
we didn't have any.
We'll
Yeah.
have to try it.
What did he say was the chicken?
Parmesan,
Yeah,
I
chicken
think.
No,
parm.
it's pretty
I
basic.
think it's
Yeah.
huge
Yeah.
though, and you could bring it,
we
get
could
a whole other
probably
meal
share
out of it.
A lot of time. I mean, Bravo's supposed to be, the Italian food's supposed to be very good. Like we said, we've only been there for the pizza, but in general, I think in the villages, a lot of it is quantity over quality. You know?
Yeah.
I grew up in the Midwest, and that's kind of the mentality.
Well, in the villages though, I'm having a hard time finding food that I could go to a restaurant and say, "Wow."
Right.
It's just everything is mediocre.
What kind of restaurant would you love to see here?
Chicago Prime.
Yeah, for a good,
What is that?
that's a
Is
good
that a steak
steakhouse.
place?
A good
Oh my
steak
God, I
place
haven't
up
had a
there,
good
yeah.
steak down here at all.
Yeah.
No.
Armin's.
Yeah.
If we could get maybe my friend Pete, Favia, get down
Or
here.
we'd like Rosebud
Open-
to come to the.
Or Rosebud,
What's
George,
Rosebud?
Dana, get
That's,
down here.
They have like several restaurants in the Chicago area, downtown, very, very well known.
Yep.
And now they opened up one in Boca. But that's a little far to go there.
Now, what about Portillo's? That's coming.
Portillo's.
Portillo's.
That's
Yeah.
coming.
Yes.
And that's
oh,
Chicago.
That's
Yeah.
coming to Middleton.
And
Yes.
what do you
Yeah.
think about that?
Oh,
I
well,
love
we
it.
can't wait.
I know everybody.
Yeah.
I've never been to one, but everybody who's got loves it.
I think the hot dogs are amazing.
No, no,
It's
because
the sandwich, right? The beef
It's the
sandwich
beef
and
sandwich.
shake.
Yeah.
Beef sandwich.
Or
Beef
cake
sandwich.
shake or
Well,
You
the
know,
chocolate
yeah.
cake is, that's, the kids go crazy about that.
So that's coming to Middleton.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
We will be there once a week, I'm sure. There's a group of us from Chicago that plan on going there a lot, so.
All right.
are you both golf cart drivers?
Yes. Well, it's my golf cart. She doesn't take it. I mean, she could take it more. I think she needs to get her own.
But I think one of the great things about Gina is because we're in the southern part of the villages and there are things up in north towards Spanish Springs and blah, blah, blah. Gina will go anywhere.
I was just up north yesterday, an hour golf cart ride.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, it's so far away, whatever. But Gina's like, oh, it's just a right away
Get
to
on
go.
the- Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I can
And
get
do you
anywhere.
usually go by golf cart or by car?
If I can take the golf cart, I'll take the golf cart.
Yeah.
That's what yesterday.
Now, do you feel this way that it's part of the fun?
Yes.
And the beauty
Golf
of
cart
living
community.
here
Yeah.
is looking at everything
Yeah.
I
on
just
the
like-
ride.
When when we go up north on the golf cart and I'm with her, I love looking at the beauty of
Right.
Yeah.
the nature. The trails take you through some beautiful areas, like that thing when we went to the polo grounds with those trees, that tunnel of
The
trees.
Laurel,
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
Beautiful.
was
So
fun.
when you're on the golf cart, you get to see all that.
Who's more popular? between them. Really? Because I know Gina's sparkling personality.
Well, when people when they say, "Who are you?" I'm Gina's mom, and they know, who Gina is. Everybody knows her.
All right.
I hope that's a good thing, but
Sometimes I think it is.
You're
Depends
very
on who you
involved.
ask.
You do a lot. You run a lot of things,
yes.
and
I do the ladies of Lake Dedham. I started with Janice. That was her baby, and she needed help. I was like, okay, I'll help you. And now we have a committee, but we have over 600 women now. And we do a monthly luncheon and then a quarterly evening event. Casino night. Is this going to be up before June 10th?
you can talk about casino night. Go ahead.
Yes, Casino night is a fundraiser, and it's for the kids. What's the
Give the kids,
give the kids the world.
a village.
They're like a Make-A-Wish?
Yeah, it's similar to Make-A-Wish. I know I should have been better prepared. Don't yell at me, Janice. But it's June 10th. It's casino night, $50 a person, which includes some gambling tokens and dessert. It'll be at Azelle. Get online and look for it because it's going to be a huge fundraiser for this organization for these children. Proceeds are definitely going to that.
Yeah, we can put the link in the description of
Yes,
the video so
yes.
that you can join it. And can anyone in the villages
Yes,
go?
anyone can go. There's plenty of room, and you can even sponsor a table where the money for whatever you donate for that table will all go towards
How much is a table?
they're requesting $250, but we've had some larger donations. We have a table that's up to $500, I believe, that they're donating, and the money will all go to the kids.
Do you have a goal for what you're raising? Or
$1 million.
okay, go big. That's
Go
right.
big.
Go big or go
$1 million bucks.
Yeah, and the
Dig deep.
the casino games, are they going to be like professionally
Yes,
run?
it's a professional company that's going to come in and run it. They'll even teach you. They're going to have slot machines,
Oh, yeah.
right? Slot machines. So yes,
And do you win prizes or money or both, or how does that work?
both. You will not win money from the table. We're not allowed to do that. But you're gonna win raffle tickets that will then give you opportunities to win cash prizes.
Oh, very nice. And are you taking donations for gifts or anything like that, or no?
You know what? We'll take if you don't want to come and you want to donate. You
Okay.
can. Yeah,
And then
you
can
sure?
have
Why
them.
not?
Okay,
Right?
good,
Yep,
good to
why
know.
not?
Okay. Any funny moments at all when people assume that you guys are sisters?
Yes.
That's
That
awful.
happens a lot where
Wow.
people think that, oh, is that your sister? Sure.
Do you ever say that's your daughter?
No.
I say sure.
No. But I will, just why not, right?
I think we touched on this earlier, but just for those who are really interested in the multi-generational, relationship living here, has your relationship changed since you moved here?
I think so.
She's gotten very bossy.
I'm not bossy. I just
Was she?
you know.
Was she ever not?
No, that's true. Yeah, but I think it's worse.
I
think
am
it's
my
worse.
father's daughter. I tell it like it is. And if you're not listening to me, I'll be bossy.
There you go. And what is something that your mother has done here that has impressed you?
She's getting out more on her own. She's joining these groups. I always did with my dad. We always, and got out and I never met a stranger. Whereas mom was always more, she had her close circle and she never wanted to branch out. She's branching out now.
Well, I
Was
have to.
was it hard for you to move here and leave all your friends in Chicago?
No, it wasn't, because I didn't see them that often for where we lived. I mean, I left my sister and my brother there and some cousins that I do miss them, but I didn't see them that often. Because where we had finally moved to,
We were an hour.
we were an hour away from everybody, so I didn't see them. So when she just got this bug up her, that she wanted to move down here, and then she kept bugging me. She put my house up for sale.
Sold all her stuff.
Yes, well, she forced me to sign. I was, it was like
Yep.
a gun to my head. Sign this over here.
I just imagine her like twisting your arm behind your back.
Oh, yeah.
Sign
Yeah.
it, Mom.
Yeah.
Sign it.
Because,
Sold all her stuff.
she sold everything. And then we moved here. I was 80 and homeless.
Did she say I'm doing it for your own good?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
Mom, you know what? Mom had a rough time. My brother we had been in a car accident, and we took care of him for 30 years. If you met him, you'd never know there was anything wrong with him. But he had a brain injury, and that was her life for 30 years. In the end, the vaccine killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that the vaccine guy gave him the blood clot because there was no reason.
There was no reason. He was healthy physically, and he just, that was it one day, boom, he was gone. So she needed to come down here and have fun.
So in the end, it was good that she was being bossy.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
And what about, I'm going to flip the switch on that now. What about with Gina? Is there anything that has impressed you about her since moving down here?
Yes, she's just, I mean, she was always outgoing, but now she takes charge a lot now. And she didn't before. She just would go along with the crowd. But now, so she figures, she wants to do something, she's going to do it. And she could, start things up that you wouldn't even believe that she was in charge of. She does a good job.
So would you guys, is it fair to say that when you moved down here, you really, really, really kind of have a fresh start?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for both of us, yes, yes.
Okay. So what advice would you give to other families that are thinking about moving in together in a retirement community like this? Any advice you'd give to others?
Well, you have to like each other
I was
first.
just thinking the same thing. You gotta like each other.
like
We
each
like
other.
each other.
Yeah,
so-
there are families that, they tolerate each other, but we like
No,
each
we
other.
like each other.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good. So now we're going to talk a little bit about some more of your favorite things. Do you have a favorite venue for music or dancing or dancing?
I like Brownwood,
And I don't dance anymore. My knees won't let me.
but
Right.
she chair dances,
Yeah.
and she likes to have her chair in the front row. So for her, it doesn't matter what square we go to. But I like Brownwood,
Okay. What do you like about Brownwood?
the restaurants and the way they have the bleachers. If she's not with me, I'll sit up in the bleachers and I can people watch. I like
always
that.
fun.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's it.
Do you have a favorite, like we have a lot of events and celebrations and special events in the villages. Do you guys have a favorite that you like?
I like the golf cart parades and stuff.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
There's St. Patrick's and Christmas and I don't know what else.
We took that one that you had
We
started.
took the one down to the villages
or
high
Halloween.
school.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
yes.
Halloween, right? Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun.
And what is a golf cart parade?
So like we did a golf cart caravan down to the village's high school football game, and there was like 80, maybe 70 golf carts. Some of them decorated. Everybody was wearing
and we have food,
villages
tailgating.
The
high
colors,
school gear or the colors, and everybody brought a dish, and we tailgated out in the parking lot.
It was,
And it was fun because my mom's brother and sister were here that week,
Yeah.
and so they got to participate
Are
in
they
it.
like, what is this craziness?
Yeah. My uncle loved it. He really did. We need to get him down here again.
he
but-
came. He was here like for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
He enjoyed himself.
We talked a lot about restaurants, but what about, and we talked about this, but the question is, what is the best kept secret that you have about the villages?
Well, we just talked about this a few minutes ago, but the pools.
The pool.
There are 3 pools that are open late, and they are Southside, Chula Vista, and Paradise.
Okay. And do you have any advice for making new friends or meeting people?
I joined the 50-something group last year, and I just started signing up for events. And I would go by myself, and that's how I met people.
That's how we met.
Yeah, exactly. That's how we met. I also joined Disney Days with Krista Joy. She's a great entertainer. Hire her for your private gigs. She's
Krista Joy,
amazing.
okay.
Love her.
And she got like the whole Disney thing. I haven't even
That's-
gone
yeah.
since I've been here, but there's a whole itinerary of how you guys
It was-
go through the park. And
Yeah, it was a year ago this week that I went the first time, didn't know anybody. I had some girl whose name I can't remember because I haven't seen her since. But she picked me up on the way. She was, I'll pick you up. And we went to Magic Kingdom. There was a group of us. I had the best time with that's how I got to know Krista and Debbie Mixon and Belinda. Belinda knows everything about Disney. And we have a great
there
group
seem
of
to
us.
be a lot of Disney experts
All
around
right.
here.
So did
Yeah.
you guys take cars down, or did you take a bus down?
No, we take cars.
You take cars.
I got to. Who knew? I mean, I always associated Disney with taking screaming children who didn't appreciate being there, and and now I have a Pixie Pass, and we go once or twice a month.
With the same group you go, or
Pretty much, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Few a few newbies, we don't see all the time, but yeah, pick a park and go.
that's fun. Anything that surprised you after you guys moved here about the villages that you were not expecting?
A lot of younger people that I didn't expect. That's how I met people in the 50 something. I mean, we've had, ooh, is that yours?
I think it's my chime thing that somebody's going by.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I have
Okay.
cameras all around my house.
Gotcha.
She forgot to silence everything.
We had a bridal event where women wore wedding gowns or bridesmaids dresses. We've had 70s parties, 80s parties,
Toga
parties, Valentine's dance. Oh yeah, all kinds of stuff, and I love it.
So if you're new here, how do you find out about all these things?
Facebook. You have to be on Facebook.
Yeah, and you would put in the search bar maybe your village, like if you moved to Lake Denham, for instance.
Exactly.
You could do groups and do Lake Denham, and then it'll sort them all out for you. If you move to some other old, even Dunedin, or the village more central or village more north, like Santiago, you could put that in the search bar and look for groups, and then you could find them and join them, and
Or singles.
Singles in the villages.
Gina's like, okay,
Oh,
let me
wait.
talk about
Let's just dating sucks. I've tried singles groups. I've gone to some events. My personal experience, first of all, I have a lot of great men friends that we don't think of each other that way. I spend a lot of time with them. I love them to death, but we're not in that kind of
Not romantic situation.
No, and that's perfectly fine. But I did put myself out there for dating. They're either too old, married, trying to date, or they have a steady girlfriend and they're trying to date, or they have a harem. I mean, it's a shit show. It's not good.
What's
here.
your checklist? Like 3 things.
I don't really.
They have to have teeth.
Teeth.
There you go.
You said
Yes.
you don't do ugly.
Right, I don't do ugly. They got to have teeth. But as I get older, they got to be fun. I don't want to bump
Personable.
on the log.
They have to-
Personable.
Yeah.
My friends have to like them. But married, kind of a deal breaker there. You can't be married.
It should be.
Not
It should
into
be a deal
smokers.
breaker.
If you drink too much, there's a lot of men that drink way too much. Not into that.
Sometimes the friends, you never know.
Right.
Keep an open
Right.
mind, because that's what you need first. And I think, especially in this chapter of our lives, that romance part may or may not be as what it was when you were super young, right? But you never know. That's what I think.
Right now I'm just out there having fun.
But how do you feel as a single person, a single and a widow, coming to the villages?
I mean, I have fun, but yet there's a lot of couples things, and we tend to both get left out because of that.
Like yesterday, I went to Bunko, and then I came home and I did nothing. I watched television. And to me, there's probably maybe a couple down the block that's going out to dinner. Why, they could say, why don't you join us? I don't want to infringe and say, can I come with you?
Yeah, she's not one to pick up the phone and call people.
But I mean, that's what...
She wants them to contact her, and I think that's harder for her.
Right. So that's something that people who are couples,
You have
Keep
they
in
could
mind,
reach out.
there's a neighbor down the block who might be home by herself. You need to reach out to her.
This is for couples. The villages. You have to. I think this is mainly geared to them, which is fine. You like Gina found
But
her.
you still have a good.
Yeah, at least. But to me, that
It
was
would
the
have been
one
nicer.
thing. Yeah, that was the one thing that I figured out. If you're by yourself, you just don't get invited.
Yeah.
They forget about you. Not that they don't like you, but let's get another couple.
Right.
Fine.
Cool.
Interesting.
So what did your friends and family say when you told them that you were moving to the villages?
My friends thought it was great. They said they would come and visit, which they really don't. So, got rid of my guest room.
You got rid of it?
We brought
You're
down.
not coming, we're closing it down.
Yeah, we had a bedroom set in there, and my aunt and uncle came and stayed with us, you know, their annual visit kind of thing, and then nobody else was visiting. I'm like, I want that room. I need a TV room, a place to do my crafts, or even to sit and do my nails or exercise or whatever. So I sold the bedroom set and I put a cabinet bed in there. So now they can come and stay, but you're getting the pull out. So.
Yeah, you don't need the bed there all the time if there's only someone there once or twice a year.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But so what did they say about you coming down here? I know Auntie Karen wasn't happy at first.
Yeah, my sister and my cousin especially, the two of them were
Auntie
not
Marley,
happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
And have the ones who were not happy, have they come to visit you?
yes,
Are they happy now?
Well, now they haven't visited as often as we thought they would.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard for them to get away too. They have families
Yeah.
and,
Right.
and obligations. Now we're going up again in June. We're looking forward to that.
And to wrap it up, just two more questions. I really wish the villages had fill in the blank.
I don't know.
Anything missing?
Anything.
A
beach.
beach. I don't like sand, but she'd like a beach.
I like a beach.
She'd like a beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not big on sand. That's why we're in the middle of the state.
That's right.
Yeah.
I hear you. And the last question is, I think Eastport will be.
Amazing. We were there the other day and it's just beautiful.
Well, where you went to lunch,
Yeah, we went to.
no, that was Middleton.
Oh, okay. See, I get mixed
Yeah.
up on
They're,
that.
they're two town squarey areas. just-
But they're
just
beautiful.
that they're kind of developing similar at the same time, more or less. Middleton is further along, and that's where the other, the younger, the below
Right.
55, the families
Families.
with
Right.
children may live in Middleton, and that town square is pretty much really coming along.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And the other one is Eastport, the one that's right over here by Tina's house, by Water's Edge, where it's like a little.
It's a
It's
whole
huge.
town.
It's
It
huge.
is.
It's like a little mini. I don't want to call it a mini city. Would be
Yeah.
an exaggeration, but.
A lot of sports stuff is good. There's softball fields and
Are they gonna have a
tennis
grocery
courts.
store?
Yes.
Yes.
We don't know if it's Publix or something else
Oh.
yet. And then Provisions just opened up in Middleton. But I think they're also getting a real grocery store too.
I think they'll.
But
be
all of
too.
us in the South are all waiting for all the restaurants to open, so
Yeah.
it's not
Oh, yeah.
just like Boosters and Victory and Sawgrass.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of restaurants in Middleton and in Eastport.
So we went to Victory for lunch the other day, and everybody's raving about their burgers. I was not impressed. I'm sorry, but I wasn't. It was dry.
Oh,
So I'm just saying,
Did you order it well done, Gina?
I did.
I had medium.
Well,
well.
isn't that dry?
No, it was like medium well, but
Yeah.
I mean,
The hamburgers at Sawgrass,
are good. Yes.
those are delicious.
That-
Delicious.
what's the name
And
of
the
that?
fries.
Is it Willie something? No.
Is that Willie's?
Willie's, yeah, because
Yeah,
the other one's
very
hand cheese,
good.
so that's
Very
Willie's.
juicy, big hamburgers.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Those are good, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that kind of wraps it up for today, unless anybody has anything else you want to add or
Anything else you
correct?
wanna add?
No.
Okay. All right, so
Come and
thanks.
visit, that's what I
Yeah, come and visit.
Yeah, you can stay in Gina's cabinet bed.
Yeah.
Everybody that said they were gonna come down, we're
Yeah,
still
we're
waiting.
waiting.
We're still, yeah, invite is still open.
Yes.
So we hope again that you guys are enjoying what Tina and I are bringing to you. We're going to do some more multi-generational interviews going forward. And if you like what we're bringing to you, please don't be afraid to share the video with others, and especially subscribe to the channel, because that's what we're really hoping to grow our base. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.
On the Lanai.
On the
On the
Lanai.
Lanai.
Bye, everybody.
Or the living room.
There you go.